An alternative approach to sales commission. Tribe Networks, located in Concord, Massachusetts, used to pay its three salesmen based on individually earned commissions. This system seems to be working fine as indicated by the company's sales growth from $2.7 million in 2002 to $3.6 million in 2003. However, the company felt there was a better way to motivate and compensate its salesmen. It pulled commission across the three salesmen and compensated them collectively. The new approach was designed to build the teamwork and leverage its salesmen's individual strengths. Jim Lippy, the director of business, directed Excel at meeting with the prospective cherries and product compelling proposals. Nate Wilson, the CEO and the final member of the sales team, was the master of choosing the deal. The new approach how, has worked well that plans to use three-person sales teams in this office nationwide. The definition of sales mix. The term sales mix refers to the relative proportion in which company has produced or sold. The idea is to achieve the combination of mix that will yield the greatest profit. Most companies have many products, and often these products are not equally profitable. Hence, profit will depend to some extent on the company's sales mix will be greater of higher margin rather than low margin item makes up relative proportion for total states. Change in the sales mix can cause perplexing variation in companies shifting the sales mix from higher margin items to low margin items. Can use total from the margin item to higher margin item can cause the reverse effect. Total profit may affect an increase even though the total sales decrease. It is one thing to achieve particular sales volume. It is quite another to sell the most profitable mix of products. Walmart attempts to shift its sales mix. Almost one Almost 130 million customers shop Walmart's 3,200 US stores each week. However, less than half of them shop the whole store, choosing to buy only no margin basic while shopping merchandise. Walmart has reduced spending in advertising and plow the money into remitting customers to add clothing to other shoppings, while bypassing the apparel offer to competitors such as and Target. Source Robert Berner. Sales mix and breaks event analysis. If a company sells more than one product, break event analysis is more complex than this cause this point. The reason is that different products will have different selling prices. Depends on the mix in which the company that imports DVDs from France and present that Journey Unlimited small company that imports DVD a tour of the famous art museum in Paris. As shown in the exhibit, the break-even point is $60,000 in sales, which was computed by dividing the company's fixed expense of $27,000 by its overall CM's ratio for 45%. However, this is the break-even only if the company's sales mix does not change. Currently, the DVD is responsible for 20% and the live-in DVD for 80% of the 60%. By the result for October, in which the sales mix shifted away from the more profit-able. Although sales have remained unchanged at $100, the sales mix is exactly the less profitable DVD. Notice that this shift is in the sales mix has caused both total sales are the same. The overall CM ratio has dropped from 45% in September to only 30% in October. The next operating income has dropped from $18,000 to contribution margin per dollar. Sales, it takes more sales to cover the same amount of per year. In preparing a break-even analysis, the assumption must be made concerning the sales mix. Usually, the assumption is that will not change. However, the sales is expanded to the change, then this must be explicitly considered in any CVP computation. A number of assumptions commonly under CVP analysis. Selling price is constant. The price is product service will not change. Number 2. Costs are linear and can be accurately divided into variable and fixed elements. Number 3. In multi-product companies, the sales is constant. Number 4. In manufacturing companies, inventories do not change. The number of units from product equals number of units sold. While this assumption may be violated in practice, the results CBP analyses are often good enough to be quite useful. Perhaps the greatest danger lies in relying on simple CBP analysis when a manager is contemplating a large change in volume that lies outside of relevant range. For example, a manager might contemplate increase in the level of sale for beyond what company has ever experienced before. However, even in this situation, the model can be adjusted as we have done in the chapter to take into account anticipated change in selling prices, fixed costs, and the sales mix that would otherwise violate the assumption mentioned above. For example, in a decision that will affect fixed costs, the change in fixed costs can be explicitly taken into the account as illustrated earlier in the chapter in the acoustics concept example on page 267 to 271. Playing in the CVP game. In 2002, General Motors CM gave away almost 2,600 per vehicle customers incentives such as price cuts and 0% financing. The pricing sacrifice more than offset by volume gains, most of which generate profit from company that cars.